What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Lucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another NXT breakdown. This is spilling the NXT. Before I get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, do whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. As long as you watch the video, you click on it, you already got your attention. So it is what it is. I'm here to talk about this Halloween Havoc that NXT did, and man, this was fun show. I enjoyed this thoroughly. Um, yeah, this was a good show, and so we're going to get right into it. It's spilling the NXT, the good, the bad, and the deal. Real, real deal. So first up, they. What I like about this show is they do a lot of throwback stuff to NXT, to Halloween Havoc. There's a lot of hidden things that was in past Halloween Havoc. It just seemed like this show had a lot of fun, which is really good. It seems like when NXT do things like this, uh, it's this is where I think they do their best work. Is just when they do fun stuff like this. When they did Halloween Havoc, when they did In Your House, they did In Your House, that was fun. Yeah, it just seems like when they do like, and they're not just they're not like takeovers. They're just like specials, like something that AEW is doing when they do their little free specials on Dynamite. I think next week or no, like when they do Fighter Fest or stuff like that. Yeah, this is just something fun for NXT, and I enjoy it. I don't know what they're gonna do next. I don't know if they're gonna actually do another takeover, but I hope they keep doing stuff like this because they have so much stuff in their arc. They have so much. They could do like they could do another In Your House. They could do like Capital Punishment, Cyber Sunday. If they ever want to do a takeover on Sunday, they could do Cyber Sunday. They could do Taboo Tuesday. I mean, I know it's Taboo Tuesday, but they can do Taboo Tuesday on a Wednesday or Taboo Wednesday, or they can still do a Taboo Tuesday. They've done NXT on a Tuesday before, so they could do a Taboo Tuesday. I think sky's the limit with NXT and their type of takeovers or specials. So they have a lot. But anyways, the first thing I put is Shanti looking amazing. Wow, that oh wow, nice fake chainsaw with sparks. She had the little chainsaw with the sparks. That first outfit that Shanti had. Oh my god. Oh, Shanti, look, if you're watching this, you gotta watch this. Marry me, please. Oh, she's so good. Oh, she's so good. Oh, she's so good. Anyways, this opens up with Damian Priest, who had a live music for him. They were doing his theme song, fantastic. Johnny Skeleton Gargano came out in his Jack Skeleton uh, attire. Very good stuff. He sees a fake pumpkin and like he just slices it up. Hilarious. As soon as this starts, before it starts, first Chauncey does her spin the wheel, make a deal. She spins it, and it's a Devil's Playground match, which should be right up Damian Priest's alley. Devil's Playground. It's kind of cold. It's like kind of cold, so I have my heater on, but I don't know how much of a noise it's making and distracting, so I'm just gonna turn it off and stuff it out. But yeah, this was good stuff. There was a lot of good stuff in here. There was this one spot where there was like there was one spot where Johnny Gargano hit a sliced bread on Damian Priest's back and he pinned him. I was like, oh, this is a Volcano Anywhere match. I was like, okay, got it. That was good stuff. There was something happened. They had like Johnny Gargano grabbed the kendo stick And then Damian Priest, when he turned around, Damian Priest had like a nightstick in his hand. And he went to hit him with it. I think it fell. Johnny ducked and went commercial. And then came back from commercial and they was doing like completely different things. I was like, yeah, okay. But one funny spot where Johnny Gargano was fighting off Damian Priest, and there was something in that casket. There was like this like dummy mummy thing in the casket, and Johnny super kicked. He got scared and super kicked it. It was hilarious. That was funny. Um, anyways, towards the end, Johnny Gargano was getting the upper hand. He like threw. Johnny Gargano was running away from Damian Priest. I went back. I was pointing back there like he was behind me. He was um he was running from Damian Priest. Damian Priest grabbed, I think it was a chair, and just threw it at Johnny Gargano. He fell up and tumbled, and then he was about to hit him with the reckoning. Some masked man and or woman man in the Scream outfit came and hit Johnny in the back of in the back with a chair. And then he looked at it and looked at Johnny. Johnny started smiling. He goes, "Yeah, yeah, you do you." And then he hits a running DDT like on a wheel. He goes like on a wheel, jumps on a wheel, boom, spinning DDT, fire. And then the ghost from Christmas Past comes back, hands Johnny a literal tombstone, which is hilarious. And then boom, smashes it over Damian Priest's face. Damian Priest like dramatically jumps off and falls off the ramp area, falls to the ground. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Gargano is a two-time NXT North American champion. Fantastic. This was a good match. I enjoyed a lot of it. This was good stuff. They work really well together. It feels like Damian Priest was really coming in his own like as a wrestler. I didn't expect him to lose at all. But I guess it's pretty good because for Johnny Gargano, it's like now you have all these baby faces. I guess that's the one good thing about NXT is they have a lot of baby faces. So, and then if you're a heel, as Johnny Gargano is heel, you have a lot of people to go after him. Now you have Damian Priest to go back after him. You got Brenton Reed, who's babyface to go after him. Dexter Loomis is one. Um, I almost said Velveteen Dream. Kushida. I don't know if Kushida's going to be in that area. If he's going to be in the cruiserweight division area, but Kushida, if he wants to. Um, Cameron Grimes. He's not a heel, but they can do it. They can easily do a thing between those two. Timothy Thatcher, who also is a heel, but still can like they could still have a match. Tommaso Ciampa, they can go back to that just because of course Tommaso Ciampa's never been champion, North American champion, so they could do a thing with that. Or Tommaso Ciampa could I just woke up. I'm so sorry. I just woke up. Or Tommaso Ciampa could like join Johnny Gargano. I don't know. I feel like there's like a lot more options with Johnny Gargano as champion than Damian Priest, but the chase will be great when he comes back. The chase will be fantastic. Um, Next up, Joseph Vick is Waldo, which is hilarious. And Wade Barrett is Bad News Barrett, and he said he has bad news. He said he looks like a fool on national television, and he was also talking about there was bad news for Cameron Grimes, who's with Regal, who's being just so creepy and mean, and Cameron Grimes, Mr. Regal, I know your English is a little messed up. Your accent. I think you meant a regular wrestling match, right? There's no way you want me to wrestle in a house of the horrors match, huh? Mr. Regal, I know that's not what you want for the Cameron Grimes. And William Regal's like, oh, no, Sonny, it just goes right here, and you're gonna wrestle the Dexter Loomis in the House of Horror match. Just go right there. And then he's just like, "Oh, you're gonna help me? You're gonna come with me, right?" He's like, "No, no sunshine." He's like, "Yeah, come with me." He goes out there and he just looks at him, he laughs, and the door closes. And then he goes outside. Some creepy man is in the van. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna ride shotgun." And he looks at, oh my god. And then randomly, my guy, Michael P.S. Hayes with his music is playing in the background. He's in there. And I think he's giving him a prep talk. I don't know. I couldn't really hear it, but I think he's giving him a pep talk, and he just leaves, hilarious, and then he goes upon his way. Good stuff. Um, Pat McAfee is out next. He's pretty much talking about what happened with the whole situation. He was like, he doesn't like Adam Cole. He thinks he's a bum. Um, he everybody was talking about him with the greatest debut of all time, and put on a fantastic match, and nobody in Cameron Grimes, AJ. What is going on with me? Adam Cole, Bebe, um, didn't acknowledge him, didn't shake his hand, didn't say hey, good match or anything. He just went like in his face, or he does that. He was like, he just did that in my face. He was like, the disrespect. He was like, but you know what? Instead of me coming back and doing something about it, I was doing a whole bunch of other things, owning a whole bunch of companies, doing a whole bunch of YouTubes and all this other stuff that he was doing. He was like, I didn't have time. So then I called up Rich Holland and I was like, hey, how much money do you want? And he said, I don't want money. He was like, the big guy, he wanted a Mercedes or something like that. It was like, you got it. It was like, but somehow it was like his ankle broke in like 7 billion pieces, and so I called the next best thing. The two guys who took out Rich Holland, um, I asked them, and at first it was like no, which is respectable, but they realized that they kept losing to the undisputed era, and it was like, hey, let's do business, and we did business and Kyle O'Reilly, who's the last man out, he comes out to fight all three of them, and then Pete Dunne comes out. I'm like, Pete Dunne, yes, Pete Dunne, and he just looks at everybody. He has a chair. He hands one to Kyle O'Reilly, and they're all going out the ring. Of course, as soon as Kyle O'Reilly puts his chair down, whack in the back, Kyle O'Reilly goes down, and then they beat up Kyle O'Reilly. Um, I think Pat McAfee calls him like cauliflower ear boy, and then Pete Dunne's music plays. Pat McAfee's overly excited. He keeps hitting Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne's just looking at him like, relax. This was cool. I didn't expect. Well, first I didn't expect Pete Dunne, and then I didn't expect him to. It's kind of weird because you don't expect it, but then it kind of sort of makes sense that he does just because for Pete Dunne, the Undisputed Era has been a pain in his ass, literally for years. He was really with Roderick Strong. They was like tag teaming. They were a tag team against Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole at the time. I was gonna say Bobby Fish, but I think it was Adam Cole at the time. And they had the tag team match for the tag team titles, and Pete Dunne was about to win the titles for him and Roderick Strong. And then Roderick Strong chaired it back on Pete Dunne, turned on him. They retained, and the rest is history. Roddy Strong has been part of the Undisputed Era. So I mean, while as him being a heel makes it doesn't make sense because he's one of the biggest baby faces in NXT and NXT UK, and it kind of doesn't make sense because Mustache Mountain is a thing. Mustache Mountain, that's a whole thing. But from the point of Pete Dunne probably just hates the Undisputed Era because of the hell that he's brought through. This makes complete sense. Um, as long as this gets Pete Dunne versus Finn Balor for the NXT Championship and Pete Dunne wins, I don't care. I'm happy. We're good since they're going to be tag team champions. Pete Dunne NXT tag team NXT champion. Yes, please. Yes, pretty please. And then you get Finn Balor. You send him to NXT UK, and then you have Walter versus Finn Balor for the UK NXT UK Championship. Ah, yes, yes, Matthew. Oh, you're so good. Yes. By the way, just on a side note, it's not technically well, it is NXT, but it's NXT UK. Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. Fire, fire, fire. That match was fire. But anyways, this was good stuff. Um, let's see how it plays out. As long as Pete Dunne becomes NXT champion and beats Finn Balor, we're all good. Next up is um, Kyle again. He's just trying to. Oh, I did all that stuff. I forgot there was a bunch of different pieces. But there was more of what Cameron Grimes was doing, and I put Kyle for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Tony Atlas. Jake Atlas versus Santos Escobar. This match was really good. Jake Atlas was already in the ring, so you kind of already knew what was going to happen. Escobar came out with Rey Mysterio inspired Halloween Havoc attire, which is fire. And then he also had like him and the other two Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild had like him. Those three had like the skeleton face, half face, kind of looking like Thunder Rosa in the face. But I think that's a Lucha Libre thing. I think that's just a Lucha Libre thing. And they had the glow in the dark. He had the glow in the dark mask, which was fire. That was all good stuff. The match itself was good. Escobar like was getting in a lot of the offense for a lot of this. As soon as the bell rang, boom, kick to the face, beating him up, all that other stuff. And then he was talking trash to Jake Atlas. Jake Atlas was not having any of that foolishness. And then that's when he starts, beating him up. He was getting into offense and stuff. Eventually hits the cartwheel DDT. I don't know what he calls it. Cartwheel DDT. Um, so that I don't know anybody doesn't know what that is. Cartwheel DDTs. He's on top of the turnbuckle. He does a cartwheel on the ropes and then boom DDTs. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Match could have been won, but of course, um, those the two try to interfere. He goes for a cover. Joaquin Wall I think pulls him out. Suicide dive to all three of them. He goes in there. He goes back in the ring. Joaquin Wild tries to interfere. He kicks Joaquin Wild, and then Raul Mendoza has the loaded mask. Boom, headbutts Jake Atlas, sends him back in the ring. Uh, Escobar hits a new finisher. It's like a face buster. It's like a face buster, but his face is on the knee, so it's like a knee face buster, and that wins. I don't know if he's been doing it on 205 Live. I haven't been watching it, but uh, it's all right. For the win, um, man, I don't know what's gonna be next. Like the only person that I can see being next, unless they do a rematch because of Jake can be like, "Hey, you cheated. You had all these people to help you." Only person I can think of could be actually Kushida. That would be unless it's either Kushida or uh, they might do and I've been saying this Jordan Devlin versus Escobar type thing. Whoever's the true champion, they could do that. And then whoever wins that, then, maybe Kushida. I don't know. But interesting stuff. Um, Ember Moon has a promo. I like these promos with like Ember Moon and like Finn Balor. I think to cover their strengths. They don't have to be on a live mic or anything. They could just do a video package promo and stuff like that. Where she just pretty much talked about when Dakota Kai before she left, Dakota Kai was scared of everything. She was scared of everybody, and now she became one of the best wrestlers in the world. But that doesn't matter because she is better than her, and she's gonna prove it next week. Actually, she will. So uh, I'll get to the Grimes Loomis stuff in a minute when it comes to that part. We'll talk about Drake Maverick was just as Hulk Hogan. He thinks Kenzie Mitchell is Mean Gene,
And he's like, "Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. We got the Hulkamaniacs, the 20-inch pythons." And Kenzie's like, "I'm not Mean Gene." He's like, "Yes, you are Mean Gene." And he does it. He was like, "Look, can you just pretend to be Mean Gene? You know, it's Halloween. We're trying to dress up." And then somebody dressed as the Giant and somebody dressed as the Yeti come and they do the whole bit from the old 19 they from the old Halloween Havoc. They hug them and stuff like that, which is hilarious. And then they have the Shockmaster to come out, and it's Killian Dane. Oh, bless his heart, he's so. Oh, this is so good. And he goes there, he's walking, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And they go away, and Drake is like, "What are you doing?" It was like, "What happened?" He was like, "You're supposed to trip." He was like, and then he was like, "Oh, the thing that you had right there, you're supposed to make me." He's like, "Oh no, I removed that earlier." He was like, "You're supposed to trip you, the Shockmaster." He's like, "Oh no, I didn't want to do it." He was like, "Oh, give it to me." So he puts it on, and then as soon as he walks, he trips. He's like, "Yeah, it look like you made a nap of yourself, a nuts of yourself." It's something from what Davy Boy did in Halloween Havoc. It's the whole thing. It was hilarious. These two together are great. I love it. It seems like Killian Dane is having a lot of fun, and that's all great. I think it's fantastic. Um, I also wrote Shanti Marry Me. Yeah, I love Shanti. Her outfits. Woo! Next up, um, Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez. This match was fantastic. Fantastic. Big girls. Big, fantastic girls just beating each other up. Oh, I love all of it. Yeah. Raquel Gonzalez, she really showed up. She showed out. This was her. I thought she was gonna win. Well, I thought if she was gonna win, she was gonna be next in line for Io Shirai's title or something like that, or Io won or Io lost to Candice. Um, Rhea Ripley would win and she would buy for it. That's not really what happened. But let's talk about this match. This match was good. They were like beating each other up. Um, Rhea Ripley was outpowered like for the first time ever in her career. Um, Raquel had like power bombed her like on a glass and then just threw her. Oh, that was good stuff. Um, in the end, I think Raquel was going for like a big move. Rhea moved out the way. She was going to try to hit the riptide. She reverses it. She was about to hit her with another power bomb. No, she was going to hit her with her finisher thing, her finisher slam bomb thing, and then Rhea reversed it into like a Karana into the turnbuckle, um, and then hits her with the riptide for the win. I think she kicks her in the face and then she hits her for the riptide for the win. Yeah, this match was fantastic. I loved everything about this match. It was so good. Um, they could fight again. I don't know what's gonna be next for Raquel Gonzalez. Maybe it's just better for her and Dakota Kai after she loses to Ember Moon next week to just be in the tag team division because they're a women's tag team. They can be dominant. Or they can go to NXT UK and face against face because there's nobody there. So yeah, Cameron Grimes versus Dexter Loomis in this Halloween Horrors house match. This was hilarious. Um, Cameron Grimes is just he gets dropped off, and then he goes into he's walking around he's like Loomis, I'm not scared of you. Cameron Grimes, I'm not scared of you, Loomis. I'm not scared, Loomis. And he's just walking around. Dexter's just hiding in a tree. He goes inside the house. He somehow popped up behind the house. He's like, Loomis, you got kids? He said, Loomis, you got kids? He's like, I didn't know you had kids. You're like, you married? You got kids? He's walking around. Loomis pops up. Oh, well, the referee is standing. He's like, oh, ref. He's like, this pinfall submission. And he turns around. He's all zombified. And then Loomis is there. They're fighting each other. They're beating each other up. Loomis, like, he tries to, like, chokehold Loomis. Or he tries to chokehold Grimes. Grimes gets out of it, like, elbows him or something like that. He goes in the bathroom. And somebody in the bathroom, I guess, is taking a shower. And Cameron goes, well, I didn't know Loomis had a sister. Damn, Sister Loomis. He takes off his thing. It's kind of like he's getting undressed and stuff. He opens it. Of course, this zombie Abigail is going like this. Ah! Ah! And then Dexter Loomis is beating him up again. And then he moves Loomis out the way, and all these other zombies is like going after him. One's trying to choke him out, and then he like throws her out the window. And then he runs, goes, and he's like, "All right, let's go." And then he looks, and then Loomis is in there. Ah! And then he books it to the CWC center, which is hilarious. He runs all the way to the center. He thinks he's safe. He goes in there, and more zombies. No, not you guys again. And they gang up on him, and then he goes in the ring. Dexter Loomis is already in the ring. He beats him up. These weird zombie things are like crawling on him, and then they're going on him. I think he gives one to cave in, which is hilarious. He grabs another one. Loomis picks him up for that slam he does, chokes him out, and then taps him on the head or something. And then all the zombies eat him, and then Loomis's music hits, and it says the end. So I think Loomis won. I think he won and got ate by zombies. Hilarious. This match was fantastic. I loved everything about this. This was just more Cameron Grimes just being great. Loomis, you got kids? You got kids? Oh, that was hilarious. Uh, so yeah, the next up, Tommaso Ciampa did a promo against Dream. He was pretty much talking about people, back in the day, you earned everything. Now people are just think there's something owed to him. Something I don't know. He said something about uh, my boy Dream. He said hit me with a cast once, shame on you. You hit me with it again, you're a dead man. So they announced that those two are going to have a match next week, followed by Ember and Kai. So Tommaso Ciampa and Ember are going to win. I don't know what's going to be on, but Velveteen Dream. I don't know if he's going to the main roster ever, but he's just there. And then main event. Again, Shanti Blackheart, my queen, my angel. I love her so much. She's out there. Candice LeRae, this creepy comes out there. It was pretty good. And then Io Shirai comes out with Poppy. Hi, I'm Poppy. And she does her thing. That theme is fantastic. I hope they never ever change it in life. If they do, I hope she never goes to the main roster. And yeah, spin the wheel, make a deal. TL scares match, tables, ladders, and scares match. Which I thought at first they said tables, ladders, and stairs. I was like, tables, ladders, and stairs. And they were like, no, tables, ladders, and scares. I was like, that makes more sense. Yeah, this was great. I love this. This was fantastic. This match was amazing. They had a lot of spots. They had like Candice was beating beating EO up. There was a spot where she was pulling out a table, and there was like a bag in there, and she pulled it. There was a whole bunch of dead body parts and stuff like that. She was like, "Oh my god!" And then Eel takes it, and then she starts beating her with the dead arms, which is hilarious. Yeah, there's a lot of spots in here. What's her face? Candice did like a swinging neck breaker with her and Eel both landing through the table. That was good stuff. Um, Yeah, this match was very physical. Candice was getting tossed around like a rag doll, getting hit with stuff, getting thrown through stuff. She took a lot of great bumps. Another masked man again got Candice up, put her in the ring. She picks her up like a lightweight. I was like, oh my god, she just picked her up like that. And then she goes up to the ramp. He or she, I don't know who this one is, goes up to the thing with her to help her. And then Shanti grabs the person in an electric chair, um, and then slams his body on chairs, or her body, I don't know, on chairs. And then oh, I love her so much. She's so beautiful. And then Io sees it. Candice goes up. She's about to have the title, and then she goes up, and then she puts it back down. And then Io grabs another ladder. She goes up there, pushes her Candice through. No, I lied. No, she didn't do that. There was no other ladder. She just pushed Candice through another ladder was set up, and that fall looked nasty, and then Io was like, well, too bad. And then she goes up to climb the ladder, boom, grabs title, and still NXT Women's Champion, which yeah, right call for now. Um, fantastic match. Um, I don't know what's gonna be next for Candice though because she lost again. I mean, technically, she could say that Shanti was in her business, and why was she out there? But so was the masked man who was there in her business and in Johnny's business. So both arguments can be made. Um, Apparently, it's going to probably be Indy Hartwell, but I think there was like corona problems with her, either with her or like she was in contact with it, so they just quarantined her for 2 weeks. Something happened, but they're taking the precautionary measures, so it's good. Um, for EOS champion, I guess you could still do. I mean, the good thing about EOS champion is that she can face against anybody, and it could be babyface or heel because EO doesn't care about anybody. Just her and and being champion. She has a lot more options. She can still go against Rhea Ripley. She can still go against Ember Moon. She can still go against Candice. She can still go against Dakota Kai. She can still go against Raquel Gonzalez. She can still go against whoever else is on that roster. Uh, Dakota Kai, Tony Storm. Like she can still go against those people. So for her being champion, like it's not limited to whereas like if Candice was champion, like heel versus heel really doesn't work like that. So you would have to do it would have to be Rhea Ripley or it have to be um, Ember Moon or it would have to be Tony Storm. There's three people maybe for her because Tegan Knox is injured. I mean, then you got Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter and those people, but it's just they're on a low totem pole. So when you're thinking about like the big stars, from what Candice can wrestle compared to who Io can wrestle, who's everybody on the roster, and it can still be legitimate. Um, I think it's the right choice. Uh, I don't know if they're just gonna have Candice as a tag team with Indy Hartwell, which would be good because they need tag teams everywhere. That'd be good. Or whether she's gonna just have one more wrestling type match and then somehow like somebody helps her to win. Maybe I don't know, and then somebody goes to the main roster. I still think somebody's going to the main roster, like eventually. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know if they want to do something with Charlotte because he said he was going to do something with Charlotte. Maybe he's going to do something. I don't know what's going to go on, but this was a good match. This was a fantastic match. For the show overall, I'm going to give it like an A. Everything about from top to bottom, this match was fantastic. The Gargano win with his match with Damian Priest, fantastic. Um, this the scary match, fantastic. The House of Horrors, like the House of Horrors match, that match, the TLC match, fantastic. Um, the yeah, and everything in between was pretty good too. Escobar versus what's my face, Jake Atlas was really good. Pat McAfee stuff was good. Yeah, overall this match was great, and freaking Rhea Ripley. Oh, Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez, fantastic match. Yeah, they just put on like their matches that they put on that they advertised were all like A matches, like A minus to A plus. Like they were all fantastic. So yeah, this show gets an A for me. Fantastic. I loved every part of it. What did you guys think? Oh, Shotzi Blackheart. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.